Yeah! I am the light bringer. Now listen, fellow warriors, I ask you, should my campaign come to an end? There's way more to avenge. Whoa! 50 million souls live in this realm without much hope. Not too voices calling for the final fight. We will answer with victory. Yeah. Long have we fought for these lands. In the shadows and the stories of the promised land. Now to take our place beyond. You're on the roof of the world. In the cradle of the storms. Where vengeful winds come to the bone.
Hello, hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn, and joining me tonight is the wonderful Wookie monster himself.
Hey, how's it going?
Absolutely. Yes, and we are here for week 3 of the VCL. I am very excited for it. It is Team Ermines versus Team Cosmic Remix here tonight. Both teams fighting for a whole lot. Wookie and I were just discussing this right before the show, actually. I mean, if you look at the standings right now for both of the teams, they are both extremely, extremely close. I mean, Team Cosmic Remix is right there in a three-way tie for second place currently at the moment. And then right behind them in third place is Team Ermines with 2 points. So, I mean, they're right on the cusp. And then in first place
Yep.
is Miami University. So, shout out. They are currently going perfect so far. And, coming into week 3, how do you expect things to be turning up here?
I feel like this is gonna be a banger.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, all the teams right now. Looking at the standings, I mean,
Hmm.
everybody's pretty close except for Miami. So we need someone to take
Right.
down Miami, for it to be close. That's just how it's just how it is.
To
But
get
we'll
to
see
first
about
place, but it is best of 4 to at least get to playoffs. So as long as you're
yeah.
sitting in that top 4 spot, you're definitely going to be making it to playoffs. I mean, Ermine's in fifth place
Mhm.
right there with 2 points. Right in front of them, it's Team Cosmic Remix, Chrono, and then Destroying Expectations with 3 points apiece. So it's really, really important for both of these teams to at least get to a game 3, so that way they're still climbing the standings, both of them, because they definitely don't want to be stuck in this tie, and Ermine's definitely wants to at least tie with the current second place standings minimum.
Yeah, for
But
sure. And I mean, like, it's halfway through the regular season, so
Mhm.
we gotta, these teams gotta go go go. It's already halfway. Unlike the
Yeah,
PCL that like is 9 weeks, this one is 6 weeks. So, and we're already in week 3, so it's definitely there's like I was telling you earlier, there's kind of a it's only the top 4 teams out of these 6 teams instead of the
yep,
PCL where it's the top 4 teams out of 10 per division, or out of
right.
9 right now. So that means 10 whole teams are getting cut from the PCL, while only 2 from the VCL. So it's definitely a different dynamic. We don't have as many teams in this one, but it's still very competitive, and I'm looking
Oh
forward to
yeah,
the night right now because this is going to be a good one. We haven't seen Ermines live on stream before, so
not
but we
yet.
have seen Team Cosmic Remix whip up some good team compositions and stuff, and I'm excited to see what Ermines can bring to the table. Maybe they can come back from that 0-2 that they had last week. And we'll see. We'll see what the scoring does. I do think this might be a very close game. This is probably going to be a 2-1, in my opinion. What about you?
Okay, so you also think it's going to be getting to a 3. I definitely think it's going to be getting to a 3. I think both teams just have a lot riding on this. Like you said, it's
Mm-hmm.
only a 6 week series. We're already in week number 3, and right now the top 4 spots are already taken, and Ermines is just itching to get their way in there. So if they can 2-0, that would put them in a really, really good position going into week number 4. And then that would put a lot of pressure on Team Cosmic Remix coming up into 4, 5, and 6 here. But that would definitely spread the standings a little bit here if Ermines is able to 2-0 here tonight. If they're able to 2-1, they would at least be tied because they would both have 5 points apiece. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. Cosmic Remix would only have 4 points. Ermines would have also 4 points, would they not? Yeah. So both
Yeah.
both teams would have 4 points. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they would be tied up. And that would be exciting as well because 4-4. It just really then depends on destroying expectations and on Chrono at that point to see who versus Miami this week. Let me double check that.
Destroying expectations versus Miami
Okay,
this week. So,
okay.
yeah.
So it's
Uh,
it's right around the corner.
it is right around the corner, and I think they actually face off on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I think, yeah, it's Friday, 2 days from now. So, yeah, that'll be Friday, and then I believe Chrono and Calm Legends is the other match going on currently.
Yes,
So hopefully they finish sooner than we finish here, so that way we can give you the update on how that game went and the scorings and
absolutely.
all that in between the games. Hopefully we get that. But yeah, this is so we're this whole week is gonna be a banger, even in the PCL for tomorrow and Friday. I think it's gonna be good games. The teams are currently loading in
100%.
right now. We had a slight delay. Some people coming home from school and whatnot. So we're just gonna talk for a little bit. Make sure as Rylionn and Mustard has contributed to the summer stream challenge. I want to remind you all that I have not spent a single dime because I know you all can do it. I know you all will do it every time. So make sure you put in your points. Also, we will be doing the live predictions as usual. So make sure you get more points and vote on the right team to win. We're not gonna announce that yet, Mustard. That is something in the works. Do not worry about that. You can ask her if you want to, but that's that is something later
Ooh.
down the line.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious. What's that? Hello, Queen. How are you, Queen Kelly? Very nice. Thank you for popping in. If you're pumped, then I'm pumped, Mustard. I mean, as long as you're supporting me, that's all that matters to me. You or Alan, I'll take either one of you. It's like, who was I playing with? I don't remember, but they were like every single time that I see you, you always have some kind of support just saved to the side, and it's like they're not saved to the side. They're offering to be a support. There's a difference.
It's true.
Oh, white feathers, thank you. And it's not just me. This is Wookie as well. Look at that. Oh,
Oh,
look at that
stop it.
sexy beast. I can't wait.
Don't
Outside of
make
this
me
hot tub stream,
blush.
we're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be hanging out definitely. We're going bowling,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Hit me up for bowling whenever I'm free. I'll let you know.
Okay. I love bowling. What are your favorite activities to do outside of like League of Legends?
Honestly, I like making videos for YouTube, like highlight
Okay.
reels and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I do on my spare time now.
Okay.
I work for several other orgs, making their reels with the clips that they give me, or I have to go find. So I think that's what we do
Okay.
over here at the Wookie house. And then I hang out with Mario, obviously. He's my boy,
Oh
my,
yeah,
my boy
definitely.
Mario over here.
Oh yeah, and you're very good
He's
at
cool.
cosplay. That is right. I did forget that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been able to do a lot of that recently. But I just got word from the players. They are ready to start the draft.
Ooh,
Let me repost the spectator link for them. And we can
okay.
get that on the way. And yeah, I'm excited for this game.
I am as well.
Um,
And someone mentioned that your Mario is kind of scary. He is wonderful. Look at him. He is glorious
how is he
and sexy.
scary?
No
I don't know
idea.
how he's
He is
scary.
a great addition to the stream. He's iconic.
He really is. He really is. But yeah,
All right, draft you said was going to be starting here
draft is
underway.
up
Just a
soon.
couple of moments, but
Let's go over
I
the
mean, once again,
teams.
what happened?
Let's go over the teams. The
Yeah,
players
I
on the
was
teams. Okay.
absolutely. I was right about to do that myself. All right, let's go ahead and break it down for Team Cosmic Remix. We have Ponyboy, Next Chovy, NBA Ray, L9 Momo Harmoon, and six. I'm gonna Ines Impulsives. I'm just gonna call them
Agnes.
Impulsives. Agnes, thank yous. Agnes
That
Impulsives.
is
There is a little chicota over the A.
that
So.
is Spanish for year. So 6 years.
Oh.
I don't know what impulsives means.
Impulsives.
I have no idea.
6 year
But
impulse. I have no idea.
maybe
That's
that might be. I don't think that's Spanish for impulse, but
maybe not. Maybe not. And actually, I apologize. It's Ionxa
yeah.
V9. I apologize about that. But and then on the side of Team Ermines, we have oh man,
Eighth knee.
Anthony, eighth
Yep.
knee in the top side, Aku in the jungle, Monkey Flip in the mid lane, Shima as ADC, and Monkey Madness 2 as the support. And
Yeah, a
let's
lot of
go ahead
monkey
and
business
see.
here as we're in the draft now, and it's looking pretty standard so far. I think the Tryndamere is kind of a really interesting ban for me. I mean, it might be targeted towards the top laner of TCR, but also like Tryndamere just. I don't know what it is, but recently I've been seeing a lot of him, and I don't like it. Like I faced the Tryndamere mid today, and I was just like, all right, this is just I absolutely loathe a lot of melee mid laners, but
Yeah, I know. I definitely agree. I mean, he is an issue. I see him a lot in the lower elo as well. He's definitely a pain in the ass. He's a really good split pusher, applies a lot of pressure. Not only that, it's like when he does show his presence in team fight after he has like 270 farm, he's just pretty much unstoppable. And it looks like we have a lot of top lane bans also. We have Urgot now, it looks like, is potentially going to be for Team Cosmic. Yes, they are committing to that. Along with Darius here from Ermines as their second. Let's see what they're going to go ahead and go for their third. And Silas, so that's a flex. That could be a mid or top or jungle. It's been a minute since I've seen him in the jungle, but that is one. And Zeri, okay, is going to be the final ban here for Team Cosmic Remix here for round number 1. And Jinx is the first pick here of this series. I like her. She's a very strong ADC always, especially right now. She's definitely meta. And to follow that up, Aphelios. All right, so, I mean, Thresh Aphelios. That's a very strong bot lane right there. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of CC. I definitely don't envy going into that personally as an ADC person myself, main. And it looks like we have Diana and Yasuo. Very quick. They are not wasting any time. They are on top of their picks today. Diana and Yasuo are the two finals. I like the Wombo already, so it's probably going to be Diana jungle with Yasuo in the mid lane here. So I definitely like that little Wombo already. That is going to be a pretty nice setup come level 6.
It is, and I mean, these are the two strongest ADCs in the game right now, facing off against each other. I wonder what TCR might ban out for support, as they targeted 2 bans towards the ADC, and then they leave up Jinx. So, kind of wondering what the ban. It looks like it's gonna be Malphite though, just for that synergy with the Yasuo and the Diana.
Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense. So
that definitely does.
That definitely makes sense. And now we know what Ermines is going for. They're going for the Wombo combo. They want to get Yasuo to late game. They want to get Jinx to late game.
Absolutely.
And one way to do that is to allow the Malphite. So that was a really good ban coming out of TCR. I mean, what else? I mean, we could ban like Leona here too. Like that would be a fine ban just to pair well with the Jinx.
Braum.
Alistar as well. That's actually really another good one.
That's a very good one. Janna would be kind of important here, I would say, or would have been. We definitely saw some Janna play last week in the Gold Elo, so I definitely could see Ermines possibly picking up Janna. I mean, that's a really good disengage to Thresh. It's a really good disengage in general, plus the ultimate. So anybody is going to stop them from going in, but we don't know who the final 2 picks are for Cosmic Research. And Gwen is the last one. I've seen a lot of Gwen recently too. She's been a real pain.
Yeah,
to go up against.
She's kind of like Trinity in the same regard. Like she just 1v9s late game if you let them scale up too much. So
absolutely,
it's also a flex pick. I know that it's possible that they wanted to try to ban out the Gwen from being this pick right here, R4, because it could be flexed top or jungle with the Graves as well being flexed. But it looks like Viego is going to be the final jungle pick for TCR. Viego also, like, oh man. I was telling Rylionn we got beat by a challenger in Flex yesterday, and guess what he played? Viego. Yeah, he absolutely popped off. It was devastating to see, but we almost won, so we can call ourselves almost challenger. But anyways, Gragas and Braum are going to be taken for the side of Ermines. That is such a good response here. In order to get the final and maximum output damage Yasuo ultimates, like Gragas and Braum, they sealed the deal for them.
I was thinking Ivern was going to be picked because I thought Graves was going to be their jungler, and I was like, nah, Graves is probably going to be like top lane or something.
He could be top.
Could
be mid too. Ooh, okay.
And they opted for Lilia. Okay.
Couple of flexes, so we won't know who's going where till the draft clients commences. So this is interesting.
I think it's going to be Viego top.
You think personally? It's going to be Viego top? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Viego top with Graves in the jungle. Or no, hold on. No.
Okay. See what I mean? Like we gotta.
This is hard. Maybe it's gonna be Lilia top.
Maybe.
I could see Lilia being top on this one.
I could see Lilia being top too. I mean, it is a good response to Gragas. I mean, she definitely outpokes, and kind of mitigates a lot of the skill shots that are coming out from Gragas. I mean, she's very quick. She can do a lot of damage. She can get away from ganks as well. But we'll just have to see. And
That
I
is
mean,
true.
it could be Graves too. Graves can do the same thing. You know, he's got the range advantage. He can pressure out the Gragas a little early on.
Right.
So we'll see. The predictions are up. So go ahead and predict with your channel points that you so very want to spend on the summer challenge up, and to get more.
If you could see my vote, I'm going for Ermines on this one
Okay.
personally.
All right, I mean, yeah, it's a solid team comp. It makes a lot of sense. Everybody except for Jinx enables Yasuo, and
Yeah.
if Yasuo doesn't do it, then Jinx will. Right? That's the name of the
Exactly.
game for them. And I think I like that security of having the late game Yasuo. But the problem is that the other team has a lot of tools to get through the early game with advantages. You know,
That
they
is
have
true.
the Thresh playmaking, they have the Viego, they have the single target damage all over the place. So it's definitely going to be rough early game for Ermines, I feel. But I don't know. I feel like I probably will give it to TCR here. I'm going to vote a little bit of points. Not
Okay.
a lot. Because this is the first game. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, no, we definitely do, and we should have known that Lilia was gonna go to Ponyboy in the jungle, so which makes sense, his name.
Oh, that's true.
So it is gonna be next Chovy with Graves in the top lane, Ponyboy with Lilia in the jungle, and then Viego with Ionxa in the mid lane.
That
So
makes
very
sense.
nice.
Actually, that does make a lot of sense. You want a jungler that is the opposite damage type as your solo laners, so that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, it makes sense for Ponyboy as well. We saw him on the Hecarim, I think, last week.
We
So
definitely did.
it's gonna be a banger in this first game already. Pulled out the Yasuo from Monkey Flip. We'll see if that Yasuo is 0-10 or 10-0. What do you...
Either way, it's going to be a pain because when he gets to 0-10, that's when he hits his power spike and then really starts to pop off. So, do you really want that?
Yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be an exciting game. I believe, who was the MVP of last week? I know we didn't have an interview on the side of TCR, and that was versus Comp Legends. But I think it was.
I believe Ionxa?
I believe it was Ionxa. So definitely look out for that mid lane pressure coming out from Ionxa. I believe they were playing traditional mages, if I remember.
Yeah.
In the mid lane, or it was a Kali too. I think they played a Kali one time as well.
Akali was deadly. I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember the side lane. Akali was definitely a deadly force.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this is gonna be really good to see. And as we get into spectator delay, I think you have any final thoughts on the game? I mean, I'm excited to see the late game Yasuo plays.
I am as well. I mean, we've seen Team Cosmic Remix. They've done a lot of they have a lot of synergy with their teammates as well. I'm not saying that Ermines doesn't. They have really good wombo combo this game. Let's just see if they're able to effectively execute it.
Okay, well, with that, I guess we'll send it off to a quick break. When we're back, we're gonna be here with Game 1 of a Team Cosmic Remix versus Ermines. Don't go anywhere.
All right, hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. Welcome to game number 1. This is Team Cosmic Remix versus Team Ermines. I believe Team Cosmic Remix is on the red side starting off, and Ermines is going to be on blue side. And it looks like we had an attempt at a 5-point invade, or at a 5-man invade here from the side of Cosmic Remix, but they did not get what they wanted to, which is usually that far away ward. Like, they like to get that deep vision in there to find out when or where the jungler is going to be early game, but they did not manage to do so this game. They kind of backed off, so can't blame them.
I think they can expect that Gragas is going to be on the blue first. I mean, he doesn't have to start blue or red. He could start either, but knowing that there were members of the side of Ermines on that side, they can assume that the Gragas is going to start blue. And I mean, Ermines has gotten this ward here on their blue as well, so we know where each other junglers are starting. We know where they're going to end up. Maybe.
Maybe. Hopefully. I mean, they might be able to trick him out and pretend that they started on red side, but once I think the bot lane shows themselves this early in game, which they are, then they'll know automatically that, like you said, that Greg is starting blue. And, I mean, this early matchup, you're a mid laner, Yasuo, Viego, two really big pain, you know, in the butt champions, especially for ADCs, but you know, directly in that 1v1 situation, who really has the lead here? Oh, hold on one second. We have the stacks going off from Monkey Madness here. That's one thing about Braum is that I love his stacks. So you don't really have to wait. You can get on multiple individuals. It's not like Vayne's W or something like that. I just love the fact that you can hit so many people, and he has the long range Q and the auto attack. I just love Braum.
Yeah. Going back to what you were saying, unless there's going to be another skirmish here.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
missing abilities. Let's go.
Yeah, unfortunate. Great fancy feed from Momo there. Someone clipped that. That was kind of impressive. Level 2 spike and missing all of your advantages. Kind of unfortunate, but...
But going back to what you're saying about Viego versus Yasuo, it really depends, right? Can Viego hit his skill shots, hit his very damagey abilities, you know, early on, because that will pressure Yasuo to kind of stay off the wave, make sure he uses his potions. And I mean, we already see a bit of a CS difference in the mid lane, so he is doing the correct job, I guess, for himself during this early stage of the game. Yasuo obviously isn't that strong early on, so Viego definitely has the advantage. But it's a very volatile matchup, and I absolutely loathe Yasuo. So I kind of want Ionxa to beat him, but that's just me.
Understandable. No, I hate Yasuo as well. He's definitely, I mean, everyone in chat probably knows my feelings towards the Yasuo brothers, but Yasuo and Yon are definitely not my fave at all. And Viego's, I don't know if he's worse on the hatred scale or better. He is just equally as just miserable to go up against. So like in the matchup though, like comfortable, like just in that 1v1 scenario though, I am gonna go with probably Viego wins more times than not. Correct?
Yeah, Viego will win more times than not, but keep in mind, like, it really depends, right? Like, we just saw a wind wall, and that could block his stun, which is Viego's most potent ability in lane. And
we do have Ponyboy making his way for a gank here in the mid lane. Great happy feet happening from Monkey Flip. Did manage to dash through Ponyboy to get an escape without burning any summoner, so great job from Ponyboy with the reaction there.
Yep, and as we see next, Chovy doing a great job of pressuring this Gragas, like I had said in draft. This is going to be a rough time for Gragas, no matter who was put in that lane against him. We do have an invade coming in on the blue side jungle here. Ponyboy trying to make sure that Aku doesn't get this Gromp, or at least disturbed a little bit. But, yeah, look at this. I mean, mid lane looking pretty gankable, says Ponyboy. Not gonna happen, though. Might be spotted up on a ward. I don't know if that bush is warded.
Yeah, he said, just kidding. Oh, it is warded, yeah.
It is, so he's gonna back off of that one and say, nope, not today.
Oh, he is gonna go for it. Oh, unfortunately missed that. Now, also notice that Monkey Flip has lethal tempo, while Ionxa has Conqueror. So I think in the longevity of these fights, Ionxa is going to have a little bit more sustain, but that's only going to be for a little bit, because once that lethal tempo kicks off, flash forward from Monkey Flip underneath tower, dashes and gets away, disgusting reaction time. I didn't think he was actually going to go for that. And we have another skirmish happening down here in the mid lane, or in the bot lane as well. L9 Momo getting poked down slowly but surely by Shima. Monkey Madness 2 is going to go ahead and get the stun off onto Anya here. Pulsifies flash forward from Aku to go ahead and get the kill and takes up the double. Great job from Shima, Monkey Madness, and of course Aku for following up on that gank. A lot of summoners burned from the side of, or actually it was just even. It was a heal and one flash used by L9, so never mind. Not a whole lot used, but great double kill.
Yeah, that was really well executed by Aku there to come in and get those kills. And now first dragon of the game is going to be Mountain. He's going to go over to the side of Ermines. They have a strong start here. Already a 1.2k lead in the gold department. So this is looking good for them. And, I mean, you know, a strong Diana early on is going to be brutal for the side of TCR.
Absolutely.
But, you know, both teams have scalers, so we'll have to see. I mean, Monkey Flip also picking up that first kill in mid lane is actually very, very important. That means that, you know, he has the Noon Quiver now. All he wants to do, and you were speaking about the rune earlier, this is allowing him to kind of, like I said, the longevity of fights. Later stages of the game, he doesn't really need Conquer if he can just auto-attack you to death, right? So
that's true. He'll have sustain through Bloodthirster.
Yeah, he'll have sustain. He'll have, you know, all the things he needs to kind of put the burst into that ultimate. Because I mean, his whole team is setting him up for this ultimate. And he doesn't really need Conquer, but oh my gosh.
Here we go. Here goes those skirmishes, but Viego is just so unstoppable, and Iox had absolutely no problem getting the upper hand in that fight. That was so quick with it too. I mean, great job from Ioxa. Monkey Flip. I don't know what was going on. He was trying to dash. He was trying to do whatever, but Yasuo is not built like that right now. He only has a Noon Quiver, no crit yet, so he can't capitalize on that. I don't know what he was thinking going in for that. He got real happy with that first kill.
That's the flip side, if you will, of Viego getting to level 6. I think Viego just packs a ton of damage once you hit that mark, and it's going to be easier to get that damage out than Yasuo, you know, getting the tornado, right? And yeah, that was just an easy kill. Looks like
here we go. Ponyboy with a really nice gank here onto the bot lane, and L9 Momo locking down Monkey Madness. Ponyboy picking up the kill though. Shima forced to flash. The exhaust is gonna go off. Doesn't get him. Oh, great flash from Chovy in the top lane to get out of Athne's ultimate there. Don't know the name of it at the moment. Explosive cast. Thank you. And here we go. Athene going in next. Chovy's gonna go in and dodge back into him. I'm sorry, dash. Aku trying to go for a little bit more skirmishes here in the bot lane. This directed camera is all over the place. So much happening across the map. They said we had a real slow start, but don't worry. We'll pick it up here once we get a few items underneath our belt. But, you know, both teams, this is a great job from Team Cosmic Remix, putting some kills up on the board there. 3-2, kind of close that gold league gap and actually overtake by just a little bit. 2 very important kills.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I mean, this is already a spicy game. I mean, look at the itemization. Graves already has Hullbreaker. This is so good for next Chovy. Like this is peak performance right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
You want this item if you're just really wrecking the top lane. And I mean, that Bramble Vest is not gonna do you any good sir. Athene in trouble.
Yeah, Athene in trouble right now. Next Chovy and Athene. The ultimate's going to go out from Graves. Flashes over it, but still Ionsa now looking real low. Monkey Flip, though, to go ahead and provide some support. But Chovy is... Oh, no, I mean, he's not the same. He's not higher than him. It doesn't matter. Okay, great job. He's going to try to play the jungle to his favor, but it doesn't matter. Monkey Flip's going to go... Oh, unfortunate. If he would have just went in with him earlier, I think Ionsa would have definitely not perished there. But that is all right. Great job from Monkey Flip. And from Athene, just holding it down on their own in the top lane. I thought it was going to be a 3-man dive, but Pony just kind of veered off there to the jungle. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, maybe a miscommunication, maybe something else just wasn't ready for it. Not sure, but that did not end well. Shima might be in trouble here, though.
Uh-oh, try to get...
Momo?
Yep, Momo's the actual one in trouble here. Accidentally gets too many Braum stacks underneath tower. That is so unfortunate. Shima's going to pop the ultimate as well, but Monkey Madness 2 looking into a little bit of trouble. Doesn't matter. Anye, too low, and a double kill on over to Shima. Very nice. Switching on over to the Rockets in the middle of that little skirmish there and picking up the double kill. Just so many battles back and forth, but Ermines is really holding it down right now. And they are
Yeah.
they're just taking it away. Fly forward from Aku into the mid lane. Iaxa V9 gonna go in on the monkey flip. Gets the ignite off. Is it gonna be enough? No, unfortunately the win, well, not up in time, but Iaxa is gonna fall as well. Maybe not. The Conqueror's coming in. Oh my god! The kill on over to Iaxa. The Conqueror stacks just providing enough sustain, and he's gonna go ahead and pick up that plating right there as well. Momo with the moral support only.
Oh,
that was
man.
That was insane.
That was so close. And you can see how well Iaxa plays this mid lane. You know, getting the kill on the Yasuo, I thought he was dead, right? But
Yeah.
Conquer is just such a brutal rune when you take it on Viego, because he gets that double auto on his Q. And it's just so unfortunate that they could not pick up the Viego, but good for Ogsa. He played that extremely well and is rewarded for it. And they
He auto-attacked the hell out of him.
Yep, he really did. And now they're back in the gold lead, despite being down in kills.
Yeah, kind of crazy. And they go ahead and pick up that second dragon there, the Ocean Drake. So very nice move from Cosmic Remix overall. I mean, they probably investing. Oh, the flash forward doesn't get the play off, unfortunately, but the dragon's going to go ahead and hit Shima. Does fall asleep. Ponyboy's going to go ahead and ease there. No burn damage, unfortunately not. Oh, refocuses back on the Monkey Madness. Great shot from Shima. Unfortunately, the Super Mega Death Rocket does not kill anybody. Monkey Flip, though, is going to make his way down to the bot lane. Very nice play to go ahead and stop him there.
Ooh.
The hook does land, but that's just going to stop him. Lanterns on out. Great move from Momo. Absolute clutch. Aku's going to try to... Oh, no, I was going to say dive under tower, but no, they definitely don't want to do that. Shima's pretty low, along with Monkey Flip. And wow, great move from L9 Momo there. Just securing it.
Clutch.
Great play. Like, the death sentence, all of it clutch.
It was very clutch. You know, they get out alive, and that's what matters. So what, the first turret goes down. You definitely don't want to spare your lives for that. As also being the
Monkey
aggressor
Madness. Yeah, Iaxa getting very aggressive. Monkey Flip is super low. We do have a lot of the Braum stacks popping off. Aku's going to go ahead and follow up as well. Aku, he's going to go ahead and get the stun off. There goes the Wombo combo that we were talking about. It did take two ultis, unfortunately, to take down Iaxa, but totally worth it, especially when Viego is that far ahead. So great roam from Monkey Madness 2, and Aku just for the Wombo there.
Yeah, very well played, and I mean, this is just action upon action. Ponyboy in trouble.
Ponyboy getting hit with all of the skill shots right now, unfortunately. Okay, Gale Force does move forward, but isn't able to secure anything with the Braum stacks at all. They did push out bot lane with the Rift Herald earlier, so that's just why everyone is mid, in case anyone missed that. Just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, great job. I mean, Ermines, they falter a little bit, but then they just pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and they just keep on trucking forward. So they're doing a great job locking Iaxa down, you know, taking the first tower. They got first blood overall. Like, they're starting off really well right now in this series.
Yeah, I have to agree, and keep in mind, remember I said that, you know, during the draft, if Yasuo fails, there's always Jinx, and look at Jinx. She's 3-0, and has the Gale Force already a strong lead over the Philios. So, you know, where Yasuo fails, Jinx will succeed. Seems to be the case here. As they did get the first tower, now they transition to mid lane. I like this roam. But it looks like TCR is putting a lot of pressure on that side of the map right now, as look at all the vision. I love the vision coming from both sides here, actually. We have a couple of pinks in a little bit inside the red team's jungle, and then a lot of vision. A lot of pink wards and normal wards on the red side of blue team's jungle. So this is looking really nice for both teams. Oh yeah, and you know, this is really close still, right? Like, we were talking about, like, how it's coming back and forth, and it really is. It's really going back and forth right now. A little bit of a calm moment right now, as, you know, there's no objectives. I mean, bot tower already fell, so we're just kind of in a lull state. I do think that it's still either one's game, right? And this is gonna be an interesting soul for either team to pick up if they do decide to go for these dragons early. I kind of want to... Oh, maybe never mind. I cut myself off.
Yeah, I was like, I did see a little bit of action here near red side. Oh, Aku is going to pick that up. I don't know.
Ooh.
Did the smite go off, or did they just happen to pick it up with the Q there?
That was the Q and Smite, I believe.
Ooh, the Q smite combo coming in from Aku, just neglecting a little bit more jungle from Ponyboy there. Can't say I blame her. You know, she's ahead by this far. You want to keep that lead as much as possible. Ioxa, though, is looking looking to just keep on pushing everything out. I mean, not giving a whole lot of room for Monkey Flip to just breathe at all. You know, it's unfortunate that both of them are on the bottom side because Rip Herald is up. We do see. Oh no, I was gonna say we do see VA go back in, but he actually stopped his back here. He is gonna. Oh, I was like, is he gonna die? No. I don't for just a moment.
I don't think Mia can die without the Kraken Slayer at this point.
Yeah.
It would be extremely hard to. And now that Monkey Flip has gotten his Immortal Shield Bow, it's going to be even harder, as we only have one source of healing reduction on the side of TCR right now, and that is going to be the Oblivion Orb.
Yep.
So
That is very true.
they're going to pop
Is it
immediately
worth-
the Rift here.
Is it worth getting early Grievous Wounds, you think? Like spending the 800? In my opinion, the answer is always yes, because it's like 800 gold is easy money. That's come and go money. So it's just
Well,
like
here's
if I
the
have
thing.
800. Oh,
Never
hold on
mind.
1 second. Aku's gonna go ahead and engage. Very nice combo. Monkey Flip's gonna go ahead and take out Aku. Now we have the rest of Ermine's gonna go ahead and focus. Double kill now on over to Aku. Great picks right before this dragon is up. It is Hex Soul that is going to be for this game. But that was a this is the wombo that they definitely needed. These single solo picks, very two important ones. Ponyboy and Anya are just huge. The ADC in the jungle getting out of the fight way early allows them to pretty much secure any objective they want on the map if they keep on doing that.
Yep, this is definitely, you know, even allowing Aethne up here to at least get a little bit of damage on the turret. It might be in trouble though as Chovy is here.
I don't know, Athene is a tanky boy though, you know, does have that damage
Yeah.
reduction for the W. There he is. Still has ultimate, explosive cask. Ooh, El Momo just a second late on that death sentence, but able to go ahead and get to safety there. I would leave if I was you, Buckaroo. I would not be sticking around for that. I mean, you know, I know he doesn't know, but Ponyboy is like right around the corner. That is a full wave at you with a Hole Breaker Graves. I don't think you're going to be able to protect this tower much longer.
Yeah, he's gonna let it fall, and I mean, they did trade out the mid lane turret, so it was kind of an even trade across map. So no harm, no foul there, but I really want to get to the itemization that you were talking about earlier with the Oblivion Orb, and it is definitely worth, because Ponyboy isn't really doing a whole lot, right? So it's better to have the person who does the most AoE, or if not second most AoE on your team, to pick up something that'll reduce the healing coming from the Immortal Shield Bow, the you know, the Diana Conquer, the Yasuo healing, the Jinx healing, if any. You know, it's going to do wonders right now immensely against these characters that have so much damage already.
Well, I mean, same thing could also be said for the side of Ermines. The only Grievous Wounds source on their team is Gragas in the top lane with the Bramble Vest. So he has definitely not been a part of any of these fights. And Diego,
if you have so much damage,
here we go. Iox is going to go ahead and get engaged on Aku. Shima and Monkey Madness 2 over there to follow up. Flash forward from Iox to try to get something. Aku forced to flash as well. Teleport coming in from next Chovy. All right, now it is a very nice fight here near the Baron pit. Baron's only going to be up in 50 seconds, so I don't know if they were just trying to get an early pick, but they didn't have Monkey Flip there for, you know, the security of that Wombo. So I don't know what exactly that they were going for. The death sentence does land from Momo, though, and Monkey Flip is going to get super low. Nice job. Great job from Aku to get the Wombo again, and they quickly turn that around. A double kill now in favor of Ermines. That's all they need, baby, right there. Keep on setting me up, and I'll keep on spiking it down. That is what Monkey Flip is saying, and Aku is doing. I love it. God, that is so sexy. They are just playing to their strengths 100%. Ermines is right now.
100%.
Crazy.
And I mean, look how far ahead Diana is. This is, like I said, this is going to be rough, because a fed Diana can afford to make those moves, especially with the Zonias, right? Like, even if you know, Aku was behind, he could still afford to do that and get away with it, because he has his team to back him up right behind him. And I mean, you know, Momo looked at the death sentence, but his team really wasn't nearby, and they got kind of caught out per se, and just unfortunate for them. they're very far behind now. Despite the gold being so close, I think they're very far behind in map tempo. Because now, you know, half your jungle is gonna be more than likely on the side of Ermines at this point. Like, nowhere is safe with a 7-1 Diana.
That is true. I mean, like you said, they don't really have a lot of tanks on the side of Cosmic Remix either. So, you know, what are they going to start doing? Build magic resistance? I mean, a Maw of Moraltis wouldn't be the worst idea for Graves. You know, get a double shield in there, have the Immortal Shield Bow, and have the Maw. So that way you have a double wombo combo against the Diana, especially Gragas as well, you know, come later in game. But, I can't really think of anything else that you could possibly add on top of that. And oh no, Momo getting engaged on again by Aku, but unfortunately did not hit that crescent strike with the Q there. But yeah, just in general, like there isn't a lot of magic resist items with damage that you can build. So what are you going to do? Build defensively? Like, what is the answer? Is it just going to be a battle of attrition and you're just going to slowly bleed to death? Like, right now, your Cosmic Remix, how do you approach this? Oh, hold on one second. Iax is going to go ahead and put his wit against Aku here. Forced to Zhonya's. Very nice. They had to follow up, and Aku's going to go ahead and pick that up. I don't know. Aku was in a little bit of trouble. A little sweaty palm action, but...
Zhonya's, but...
OP.
Yeah, just going back to what you were saying, like... I mean, keep in mind that Viego and Lilia and Graves and Aphelios do scale. So it's not quite over yet.
Right.
But I actually really like this trade of objectives here.
Yep.
They know that each other are on the opposite objectives, so it's you know, I don't think TCR win in a Baron fight, but hey, we can take the drag at least, and I think that's a good trade of objectives for being behind. And now the gold lead is starting to really show. And oh no, not Aethne. It's not like this.
Yeah, Aethne's getting a little bit too far. They knew, I'm sorry, that they were at the dragon, so they could have just pushed out and decided to get out. They're holding their own for a little bit, you know, as much as they possibly can. But Anye, well-needed kill right there, is going to go ahead and pick that one up. Moving on up. Great job. I don't play a lot of Aphelios. I know they're very versatile, but you said that they're one of the top 2 ADCs currently in the meta?
And you know that is kind of it's because Jinx is in the meta, right? So depending on who's in the meta will make certain champions relevant in the meta. So since Jinx is, and she's kind of a hyper carry, Aphelios can shut Jinx down later stages of the game and be the true hyper carry. But unfortunately, Shima is doing a very good job on the Jinx, deathless still. And, I mean, Jinx is just scaling more at this point. There's not really much Anya's can do right now as far as, you know, get ahead. Apart from picks like that, which I think is kind of a misstep on Aethne's part for staying, but also a good pickup for TCR.
Yep. And, able to secure that second dragon and pick up one of the Barons off their team. Now, yeah, I'll take that.
Keep in mind, Chovy
Mustard.
Here.
I'm sorry, not Mustard. Monkey Madness. Ooh, slipped this on there. No. My apologies.
Not like this.
Monkey Madness. Engaging, but the rest of Cosmic Remix is going to follow up. That second tier bot lane tower is going to fall to the side of Ermines. Now they are going into a Baron, so this is going to be kind of difficult. Oh, Wookie's going to go exactly nice. The wall again comes through, but Aku's just going to go ahead and start picking him off like flies. Next, Chovy's the next on the list, but he does a lot of damage himself. The Wind Wall is going to go ahead and stop that, though. The triple kill on over to Monkeyfoot, but I think they're going to try to secure this one right now. Ermines with the Baron just for a little bit longer, and with Athle's going to be tanking it. I like that. Iax is the only member up for the next 15 seconds out. At least they're going to go ahead and try engaging. They do pick up one kill, but alas, they're not able to go ahead and lock it down. And Ermines is going to take game number 1 here in this best-of-3 series. Wow, incredible from Monkeyflip and Aku there. It's really difficult to pinpoint like who was the one that you really pick for MVP in my opinion, but Aku is definitely like 100% the reason why they won that.
That was yeah, I think Aku did a really good job on that Diana, and it goes to show how much synergy that team has. Like, that was a quick game.
Very.
I can't take a look at the damage charts because the spectator is still bugged, but that was a 24-minute game. That is crazy. That is crazy quick.
That was very impressive from
very
Ermines
impressive
here.
from Ermines. Definitely. And yeah, I'm gonna give out those points right now. Don't worry. I'm getting to it. Getting to it. You'll get your points. Like I lost some points here, but I guess it's not that bad. But but yeah, that was an incredible game one from both sides. I think. I just think that, you know, I mean, it's so unfortunate for TCR. They tried their very best to get. You know, Ayangsa was definitely doing a tough work on the Yasuo early on. Like, we saw a couple of upsets. We saw a couple of takedowns, shutdowns coming out from them, but it just wasn't enough. And, I mean, next Chovy, like, he had almost 100 CS lead on Aethne, but it doesn't matter when the rest of the map is just falling apart. So, I feel pretty bad for next Chovy, but we'll get him next time. As we get into game 2, we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with this exciting gameplay.
Am I breaking through? Will you feel me too? I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Will you feel me too? I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Will you feel me too? I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through?
All right, hello, all of you wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn and Wookie for tonight's events. Game number 1 already happened. Ermines was undoubtedly the winner. Great wombo combo coming in from Aku and Monkey Flip with the Yasuo Diana play. Ridiculous. If you missed it, don't worry. You can always catch it in the VOD, and we have a YouTube channel, teamgap LOL, if I'm not mistaken. That is the name.
Team Gap, yep. So, and we're already straight into a Game 2 draft. They did not change sides, so Ermines, or TCR, has elected to take red side once again. And I'm looking at the same band, Tryndamere. Probably going to be the same bands, honestly, from last game. The Tryndamere, Darius, and Silas, I believe, was the
Okay, so yeah, coming from Ermines, but TCR on the other hand.
TCR, they definitely need to make that Yasuo not a thing. And wow, okay, we had a little. I guess we had a little like, hey, I thought they were gonna ban the Yasuo first. Rylionn said the Diana. He was right. All right.
She was just more of a menace.
I'll take the L. Hey, I mean, they might actually ban both. It's quite possible, but that means they're gonna leave up some of the ADCs that they were banning in the first game. It looks like they will take away the Urgot once again, away from the top laner Aethne, who didn't do too bad on the Gragas. I mean, we saw that he was just kind of not doing much. His team was carrying him to oblivion as the next Chovy was kind of stomping on him. For the most
Isn't no news better than bad news, though? Like, I'd rather have nothing going on in top lane than hear, like, an enemy has been slain. It's like, dude, stop fighting.
That's very true. I mean, he almost got dove, remember? And he
did save that, though.
And that was a good counter gank coming out from, I believe, it was their mid laner as well, who roamed up. But Ermines is going to take Jinx once again. The Zeri being banned out, and this time it's going to be the Trundle instead of the Silas. I guess they're not as afraid of it as they were in the first game, so that's one change. Irelia going to be picked up first on the side of TCR. That's an interesting one. I'm not sure. I guess that might be a flex for the mid and top, maybe. I'd have to take a look at their profiles once again, because I'm not sure if Ionksa actually plays it. I feel like Ionksa would be the one to play it, but I could be definitely wrong. He seems like he plays those types of champions. Gwen being hovered here as well. Gonna be picked up. Okay, I like this. This is definitely another flex pick that they could use. Gwen being versatile in the jungle and in top lane as well.
That's rough. Going against Gwen is real rough.
It is. And this is gonna be a different dynamic. We do have the Braum again. But this is going to be a different dynamic, right? Because we don't have the Diana combo for the Yasuo, the mid-jungle synergy. They do, however, have the option to pick it up again if so desired, because Gwen, if she does go jungle, like I said, they might need that AD in both mid and top lane. So I'm curious. And the Jhin was picked up this time instead of banned for the side of TCR.
True. I mean, Jhin into Jinx is better late game, I would say, for Jhin, because he has that definite, ridiculous, damage output. But early game, Braum Jinx is just terrifying, as we clearly saw last game. I mean, she was 3-0 very early, able to switch between the rockets and her minigun very quickly. Shima, as an individual, very good capitalizing on her attack speed buffs. While still in rocket form as well, switching from the minigun. And great job capitalizing from Monkey Madness 2 as well, who was always willing to jump in. And the Yuumi and the Mordekaiser bands actually popping off. Yuumi, respectable. Haven't seen it outside Mustard Cat, but
it's a good pairing with Jhin, so that makes a lot of sense. Good pairing with Irelia as well, especially when you show such a power pick, kind of like Viego, but Irelia does a lot more, or needs a lot more of that supportive, I have a pocket support with me at all times when I'm going in and engaging. So it makes a lot of sense, and it also sustains for Jhin during the early game. Like you said, he's not as effective in the early game. Victor also going to be banned out. I think that's a good show.
That is fair.
They're taking a risk here because they don't know. I feel like they wouldn't know if Irelia is going top or mid. at this point in the draft, but we'll have to see as I think a support might be picked up here for TCR. It makes the most sense. Yep, it will be the Alistar, which was actually banned out from the side of TCR. Now is going to be picked up this time because we're trying to counter the Yasuo combo. The last time didn't end up too well because they just had other champs that they could play.
True.
And now it's you know, I'm wondering what Ermines is going to fish out with. Yeah, it's going to be
of course.
an AD mid laner. Yep. So it's not Yasuo,
Yone.
but it is Yone.
If not Yasuo, then Yone. Great.
If it's not Yasuo, then Yone. And there's the Gragas once again. Looking at Aethne, you know, trying to sustain in that. Oh, and then we get the Akali.
The Akali.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so this.
So it's gonna be next Chovy Irelia top.
Yep, we haven't
Okay.
seen this yet on stream, so that was probably the idea of banning the Victor. So it makes a lot of sense. I guess they kind of already knew that Arangsa wasn't gonna be played. Ooh, this is spicy.
They're
This
playing
is
with
incredibly spicy. What?
Okay, so it's Irelia
uh,
mid with set top.
It might be set mid. We don't know for sure.
I guess that's true.
We'll have to see because I mean, you know, both of those could go in any lane. They're against Yone, so they definitely want to have a character that will stand up to Yone. And Set is one of those because Set has a lot of early game dueling power, especially if it picks up a Blade of the Rune King first. So we'll have to see if Set can actually, you know, if Iongsa is playing the Set. We'll have to see how Iongsa does. I mean, it seems that he's very proficient in melee mids as well. You know, pretty good on the Viego, pretty good on the Akali. So looking forward to what he can bring with this set. You know, and yeah, I mean, the only problem, right, that I'm looking at TCR when I look at this draft is I'm like, they have no AP damage.
No.
They have
Sejuani,
no
I guess technically.
Technically, but she doesn't carry, right? She's a tank, so
Yeah.
no carry, AP carry over on TCR. So I think this time I'm gonna have to put points on Ermines because I think they have an excellent draft once again. They have a good spread of damage. They just came off of a win. I think I'm voting for Ermines on this one. How about you?
I voted for TCR. Just because I think. Oh,
okay.
What happened? Oh,
No.
you're talking about my viewpoint.
Yeah,
I thought so in the draft. I was like, did I miss something? No, I definitely think only because three really big reasons. The Sejuani, the Alistar, and then the Irelia. The Jhin and the Set, like, I think are just gonna do. Oh, something happened. I think are gonna do just fine. Jhin, like I said, he's just a passive. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna have 700 damage anyways by the end of game, so you could build him literally 8 different ways, and he's gonna be effective. So in this circumstance, I would go LDR definitely, and then of course I would probably go Immortal Shield Bow in this circumstance, or maybe Gale Force, you know, to try to get a little bit more maneuverability away from the Braum. But
Yeah.
you know, outside of that, they have such a good front line from the side of TCR, the Sejuani, the Alistar, the Set. Like, there isn't a whole lot that Yone might be able to ulti his way to the back line, but when he does that, what's he going to do when he gets there? Alistar's there with the Pulverize, with the Headbutt, with the Stun. Like, you know, there's just so much there. But besides that, Set can just grab Braum if Braum tries to engage, and then just, boop, showstopper him right back onto the back line where Jinx is at. Pull her in. Like, there is no good situation right now for Ermines, unless they just set it up really well in the jungle. That's like, and get picks off before they actually try a 5v5. That's what they need to do.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, yeah, they do have a lot of frontline, like you said. They have the peel, they have the damage, but my player who I'm looking at to kind of carry Ermines is Jinx, right? Because she has the range. There's a bunch of melee people on the other side, and I mean, yes, I really can get to the back line pretty easily, but that's where the Braum comes in. I'm definitely looking at that lane to be spiciest and see who gets ahead in that lane, because we saw Shima get really ahead on the Jinx already very early on in game 1, so I'm looking for that again, and I feel like it's a little bit easier to do that again this time, because you know, we saw the Aphelos didn't really work out too well. Jinx was 3-0. I think Jinx has an easier time against Jhin, especially if they get that early lead again. So that's my kind of view on it. But yeah, it looks like actually it is going to be Irelia mid. Ianxa is going to take it mid, and Set will be top lane. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think the matchup is a little bit... it's very skill dependent in the mid lane at this point now. Because if it was Set mid, it's just really Set's kind of, you know, going to bruise the heck out of Yone early on, or at least try to. But then Irelia doesn't do very well into Gragas. Gragas just builds a Bramble like he did last game, 8th knee there, and kind of, you know, belly bumps Irelia to death. So I think this is a better matchup. It's skill dependent in the mid lane. So now I'm looking at mid lane and be like, that's gonna be a spicy lane as well. But yeah. Okay.
Well, what about so rune-wise, do you want to pick up Lethal Tempo? Do you expect to see Lethal Tempo or Conqueror on both of them? Or are we going to see another Lethal Tempo Yone probably with the Conqueror Irelia, just like last game?
I don't think Yone has the type of burst damage that Yasuo does, especially with the ultimate. That's why he kind of took it. He wanted to make sure he was dueling well against the Viego. Probably Conqueror might be the play. I mean, he gets a ton of healing from Shield Bow, and he doesn't have that setup that he had in game 1 on Yone or on Yasuo. So maybe I think Conqueror for Yone and definitely Conqueror for Irelia. I could be very wrong. Monkey Flip is you know, he took Lethal Tempo for a reason in game 1. I wouldn't know the exact reasoning, but that is my guess. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, good guess. I mean, I would have definitely thought the same thing. I thought it would be like Lethal Tempo, Conqueror on Irelia, only because that's what we saw last time with the Viego and Yasuo. But yeah, no, other than that, I think this is going to be a really exciting game number 2. We're going to have to see a little bit of a different kind of engage from the side of Ermines. So
yeah,
it's just going to be a different kind of playing style. Let's see if they can adapt.
Yeah, indeed. And with that, I guess we'll send it to a short break. When we're back, though, we're going to have Game 2 of Team Cosmic Remix versus Ermines. Will it be a 2-0 for the side of Ermines, or will TCR bring us to Game 3? Don't go anywhere.
right, hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people, and welcome back. This is game number 2. This is Ermines versus Team Cosmic Remix. Currently, Ermines is up in the series 1-0. Welcome to all of our people abroad as well. Looks like we have a EU person in here, Abdor. Shout out to Abdor. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your presence is greatly appreciated. But it looks like we have a 5-point traditional start here from both sides. They're just going to kind of play it calmly. We did see a couple late wards or, deep vision in their last game. So this time we don't see either team going for that. Just a little bit of safe warding just in case they do try to go for anything cheeky. At least they'll be able to catch it out. But like you said, Gragas wasn't really that effective last game. So I'm surprised he kind of went back for him. He kind of was getting steamrolled by Graves, and now that he has like a up close and personal champion next Chovy, I still expect to see as much aggression, but a lot more depths now on the side of Athne than possibly on Graves.
I do think that Athne needs to play this careful because, Set does really good damage to tanks, and if he gets too close, he's going to take a lot of damage from that Knuckles of Set. But I really want to take a look at the mid lane here. Monkey Flip did in fact take lethal tempo, and I was talking about this during the loading screen with Rylionn, and I'm like, well, I mean, I can see it working. I can definitely see it working. I just don't know if it's as effective as lethal tempo on Yasuo. So we'll have to see how Monkey Flip does these trades. Already losing out a little bit to one of those trades, and bot lane is also going to be a contested lane, I feel. Let's see who hits level 2 first, because we might just see the same level 2 burst coming out from the bottom lane as we did first game.
I was like, I think we're going to see Shima, except this time the skill shots do land. Doesn't, unfortunately, get that 4th stack off from, but that is okay. They did a great job of just backing them off, and now the tower's going to crash into them pretty early. Oh, and Chovy is right outside tower range, playing this so perfectly right now. But Athene has that little bit of sustain coming in from his passive. So I gotta love that old Gragas beer that he has in there. Gives him a little bit of a warm belly.
Yep, the warm belly is getting a little bit beat up, though, I think.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, and I mean, I think Chovy has a little bit more, obviously Graves doesn't have CC like we saw in the first game, so couldn't really, get the kills on Athene straight up like he can possibly for this game. So yeah, I do expect a little bit more deaths coming in the top lane, and I mean, looks like Ponyboy wants to do something hidden mid.
Yeah, Ponyboy always be doing something, it looks like. Here in the mid lane, Monkey Flip is going to go ahead and flash back on into tower. The Ignite is going to go off. Ioxo at a sliver of health does finally fall to the last tick. Monkey Flip barely getting out of there. Ponyboy trying to do what he could, but alas, has no damage like you mentioned earlier. He is pretty tanky. Oh, but the waffles do come in. The last little bit of a minute.
Oh, no! Not like this. Can I get some not like this in the chat? Oh my god, clip that, please.
Taken out. So unfortunate. Ponyboy by the last little caster strike there. But
not like this. Oh yeah.
That's okay. That is okay.
You hate to see it, and I mean that puts Monkey Flip in a good position though. And I think that that is the deciding factor of that lane, right? Because now he's got a Noon Quiver, he can face Irelia fine. But we'll see if Ponyboy wants to return to mid lane, because they do have the setup. They do have the double stun they could use against Monkey Flip. It's definitely a redeemable mid lane. But
Chovy's gonna go ahead and do a full engage here onto Athene. Alright, great belly bump though. Oh, steps right back into the true damage of the Haymaker, unfortunately, and takes a big chunk of damage in the trade overall. On over to Chovy's favor, in my opinion. Ioxa doing a nice little engage here. Misses the stun, unfortunately. Now, Monkey Flip doesn't have the sustain like Ioxa does because he has the Conqueror. But Monkey does have a little bit of a damage, advantage over Ioxa at the moment. But Ioxa's still ahead in farm. Doing a great job keeping up, or at least maintaining her lead in that.
Okay. Ponyboy?
Ponyboy, yeah, trying to do
a little bit too much there.
Do a little counter jungling, my friend.
You know, honestly, I think Sejuani, like, as a champion, just wants to farm her own camps as much as possible. They can't really 1v1 Gwen, especially with the Ghost and the Conquer on a coup. But, okay.
Oh, here we go. Level 6. Monkey Flip's going to go ahead and ult. Unfortunately, underneath tower, the tower shot's going to go ahead and follow him back to his original body. But Monkey Flip definitely wanted to come a little bit more on top out of that trade. Ponyboy now making his way back to the mid lane. Does dash in and gets the shutdown. Ioxa does pick up the assist just in case. Momo doing a little bit of roaming. A little bit late, but a little bit late's better than never.
Yeah, I like the instant response from Ponyboy. Like, hey, I see a really low Yasuo with a bounty on his head. Let's go kill him.
This would be a good time for Shima and from Monkey Madness to go ahead and try to push that wave underneath the tower, just like they're doing, and follow up here on the dragon. Now, this might be Momo. Was a little bit caught out, trying to get vision at least, but no, they have to give up this first Infernal Drake. And great pickup from the side of Ermines. You know, this game is really even, 2-2. Gold advantage in the side of TCR right now, Team Cosmic Remix. So, you know, let's just see if they can maintain that. I believe they can. You know, Yon's just one of those champions, though. It's like, out of all the people that you gave the kills to, those are not the ones you want to give. And Sejuani, out of all these team members, are like, that's not the person you want to give the kills to.
Yep,
so
definitely not.
Like, oh.
Definitely not. However, you know, at least they have the CC, like I was saying before, to kind of counteract what Yone can do. Enough to stack it. If they stack it properly, they definitely stand a chance against Monkey Flip's all-in. So it really depends. Like I said, it's a skill matchup between Irelia and Yone. But now that Yone has 2 kills, it's really hard for Irelia to interact with him. And
I don't know.
Okay,
She's
never
going
mind.
to engage. Fully does. Ultimate underneath the tower. Monkey Flip stood 0 chance whatsoever. She said you could take that Noon Quiver and you could put it somewhere not very nice because I ain't having it. I have a Vampire Scepter, and that is more than enough for me to take you down. That was so quick with it. Very nice, capitalizing on the Vanguard's edge and just getting all of her combos off while staying outside of tower range. That was the most important factor there, and Ioxa played it perfectly.
Yeah. Did indeed, and I mean, I think Ioxa took an opportunity, right? Because Yone had already used his ultimate. It's a really long cooldown at level 1. Took that opportunity. It's like, hey, like I gotta come back from this, right? And I'm up on CS, I'm up on experience, so definitely taking a chance there, hitting level 7, going for the kill. That was greatly played by.
Very nice move by Athlete to go ahead and get the explosive cast. Forces next Chovy to flash. I didn't think he was actually gonna throw it. I didn't think it was gonna hit, but he hit it perfectly. Already used the haymaker. Momo roaming the top side though to see if he can lend some assistance. Don't know if he can see him or not. I don't know if we could switch the Fog of War real quick. No, Abby's actually going to go ahead and go into there. Yep, never mind. Yeah, he can see him now. But, whew, that was close.
That was close. And I mean, next Chovy doing a really good job. Okay.
Oh, Momo actually just wrapped around there. Very nice. He's going to go ahead and pulverize. Forces the flash back from Athene. Did headbutt. Oh, I was going to say, I thought he used it a little bit earlier, but I guess not.
If I think this works if Momo has ultimate, right? Because they just died.
That is true.
Athene does have quite the healthy health bar.
Super mega death pocket for no good reason.
I guess it was an attempt for Athene to try to pick up something, but kind of too late, a little bit too late on that one. I really like these roams coming out from Momo. I mean, we saw this last week from Momo, like with the, I think, I can't remember. Yeah, the pike on Momo.
Nautilus.
Incredibly, yeah, Nautilus too. And I'm liking this again, and Jhin is one of those champions that you can just let him be in lane and kind of soak up the minions. Has the traps, has the grenade. Doesn't need to have a support constantly in lane like an Aphelios. Aphelios cannot defend himself if they work to engage, so...
Yep. Okay. Ooh, very nice Monkey Flip getting the tail end of the back up on Ioxa. Ioxa decided to go back in, getting a 3-man dive here. Nice flash to get out of the Yasuo ultimate. Doesn't matter, the Vanguard's edge goes off. That Aku's going to pick up the kill anyways. Great job. And meanwhile, in the top lane, we have an engage in a gank of our own Ponyboy. Very nice for Chovy, setting him up for that kill. And I think both teams were deciding to go ahead and make their way up to the Rift. And we might see another skirmish here happening in the top side. 3v2 potential. Monkey Flip making his way up there as well. Oh, but we do have a roam coming in from Momo. ADC's being left to their own in the bot lane. Okay, here we go. Nice flash from Monkey. Madness 2, not Monkey Flip, sorry. Monkey, we'll call him Madness. So nice job from Madness.
Alright.
Pony Boy right around the river's bend though, coming to get it. The reptile does reset. Unfortunately, Patience was not with Shelly this time. She said, "I'm going back to my my little dead guy out here until y'all can figure it out amongst yourselves."
Okay, I think that was really good. A good back away from the rift, because normally it'd be like, okay, their mid laner's down. Let's just get this rift, right? But like they saw that next Chovy was like pushed, and they were afraid of him. I think more than they are afraid of Ponyboy and Momo, right? Because like they have no damage, right? Those two characters don't really do too much damage, or at least sustain damage against these characters that are trying to have Conquer, have the lethal tempo. But knowing that Chovy is on his way, that's a whole nother story. They gotta back off, right? So
Yeah,
I like the
that
respect.
is
I like
true.
the respect.
Hey, respect is well deserved. Aku though might be getting caught out. Monkey Flip gonna go ahead and gum his way back to his original body. Yeah, I don't know. Like Yasuo just shouldn't, or not Yasuo. I'm sorry, I hate him, but Yone is just the other one that's just like shouldn't have that much mobility as he does. Ponyboy potentially in a 3v2 situation. Misses the ultimate, unfortunately. Does land the stun. Great job from Anye. But yeah, unfortunately, the Glacial Prison not colliding with either member there.
That's a big whiff,
Now,
and
we
they're
have the
trying again.
remainder of TCR is going to go ahead and try to engage. The traps do go down. Momo kind of trapped here in a 3v1. Forced to flash over the little wall here. Very nice. Gwen's going to follow up. Monkey Madness is gonna go ahead. Yep, does dive forward, does get the passive off on the Pony Boy as well. And we do have next Chovy's gonna teleport to the bot lane. Power Jin's gonna go ahead and ult from the back line. Shima's getting real low, forced to flash out of there. Is he able to get out of that? Yes, he is not. Double kill. Ayangsa. Very nice. I didn't even see him pick up the first kill. That's my apologies. I saw him go right to the back line though.
Yeah, that was really well played by the side of Ermines here. Excuse me, TCR here, because now they didn't have Aethy, and his teleport was down. I don't know if that was just not communicated, but that was definitely a mana advantage for TCR. They are going to pick up this dragon. It is going to be an Ocean Soul. Woo, we love to see it.
Okay, a lot of sustain.
Both of these teams would greatly benefit from this Ocean Soul. Ayangsa and Monkey Flip are like, yeah, let's get these souls, please. Let's get these dragons.
Ayangsa does land the stun here on to Athene in the top lane here. She does have, the explosive cask available. I don't know why I keep on saying she, I mean Gragas.
That's alright. Good ultimate there from Aether.
Yeah.
And, but, going back to kind of the macro play here, it is very close still, right? So, we have the dragon count is even, the gold count, even though that TCR has a little bit more kills, they're still in the game. I mean, they still have Monkey Flip. He's gonna scale, and I mean, he doesn't even have shield bow yet. I'm just waiting for that to happen, because once that happens, that's gonna be a huge power spike for him, especially when he gets if he ever does get to the IE. I don't even think we saw an IE from his Yasuo game 1.
That last game, no.
Yeah, so he didn't even get to it, and they won the game. But this is a very different style of gameplay coming out from Ermines this time, because they have to play it differently. And unfortunately for Aku, Ponyboy did succeed in this invade here. Angsa and Momo just walked right by a pink ward, and they're trying to set up maybe for a dive here on the bottom lane. They know.
Yeah.
Ermines knows they're there.
Oop. Ayangsa trying to pick up Aku here, but Monkey Flip's there to provide some support just in case anything does go down. Momo and Ponyboy now making the way to bot lane for a 4v2 situation against Shima and Monkey Madness 2. They are going to try to back off. I don't know if I would have done that. They should have stayed exactly where they were. Doesn't matter. Glacial Prison's going to go ahead and go down. The Karen Call is going to go in from the back line just in case. That's 1 and 2 down. Another double kill on over for Ayangsa. That is not a good luck if you are Ermines right now. Aku now, along with Chovy in the top lane. Showstopper's going to go off now. We do have Aethne finally making their way down to the Rift Herald as well. And Monkey Flip, very nice. This is going to go ahead and stop them. Next Chovy already flashed, can't get out. Does a little bit of sit-ups, knows that he is doomed. Monkey Flip's going to pick up the kill. So Ayangsa and Monkey both picking up kills. Now, double kill, respectively, went on over to Ayangsa, so a little bit further ahead than Monkey Flip right now. But still, two very strong characters on both teams that you can't be funneling these kills to,
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, the CS is kind of even across the board, with next trophy not being as ahead as game 1. So that's pretty interesting to me. Looks like Ponyboy wants some revenge here.
Yeah, it's just two big tanks really hitting each other. I mean, she does have the red buff, so she does have the slowing ability, and she is doing a little bit more damage than I thought she was going to be, but she is playing inside those minions, though, and she is going to dive underneath tower. It looks like, I don't know why she's doing that. The explosive cast is going to miss. She's going to go through anyways, dies, unfortunately, and protection. What, Ponyboy? I don't know why you did that.
Not like this.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, not like this, but... I mean, it was a good look. You got a lot. You didn't have to dive underneath tower. You proved a lot by just getting Athene down as much as you did. But Ponyboy wanted to go down with a little bit of dignity. He said, I started this, and I'm finishing.
I feel like the I feel like if he had Conquer, I mean, no, not Conquer, Triumph, that might be the play. But I don't even think Triumph would have saved from the tower shot there. A little bit of a troll flash, but that's okay. He really doesn't need it anyways, right? Like, he's just playing Sejuani. He has a built-in flash, I guess.
Yeah, that dash Glacial Prison's gonna be up in, like, 80 seconds anyways, so...
But yeah. This is a much more mellow game, I think, from both sides as compared to the last game where it was just fighting constantly.
Yeah, Team Cosmic Remix, definitely, you know, still being a little bit aggro, but not nearly as much as they were last game. And same thing with Ermines, they don't have that wombo capability nearly as easy as they did before. And Monkey Madness getting caught out here a little bit. There goes the Bomb Ultimate as well. Next is going to go ahead and dive underneath the tower. He's going to go ahead and focus. Shima here does unstoppable force. Ponyboy getting out with a sliver of health. Flash forward from Monkey Flip does take him out. Explosive Task is up so soon. Anya trying to run for his life does do the Happy Feet dance. And both of them are able to go off, but they're not done just yet. Kurko's gonna go on, pick up 1, 2, misses the 3rd and 4th shot, unfortunately, but great turnaround from the side of Team Cosmic Remix. Huge fight happening. Monkey Flip trying to pick up anything, but no, doesn't have the damage, and a double kill on over to Ayaksa. She is just getting bigger and bigger as time goes on, and that is a great 4-for-2, I believe? No, 4-for-1 fight. Team Cosmic Remix coming on top.
Yeah, that was an extremely well played flank by Angsa. I think definitely the credit goes to him for setting that up. They were caught blindsided. They have no idea that Angsa was on the bottom side of that fight. And as soon as Angsa, you know, 6 Anya, pull the trigger, and gets himself a good lead over the Jinx now. And I told you this earlier. Jhin, if Jhin gets ahead, he might actually stand a chance against Jinx. But if Jinx gets ahead, then it's the other way around, right? And now that, you know, Jhin has the LDR, the Gale Force.
He just bought that.
He just bought that. It's gonna be really hard to contest this Jhin now that he's gonna be doing so much damage with this LDR against the the 2 tanks that are on the side of Ermines here. So definitely a good look from them. I love the team fight aspect that they had going for them. They waited. They were patient. They kind of engaged a little prematurely on Monkey Madness, but it all worked out in the end. They did lose Ponyboy for it, but hey, that's all right. If you pick up the rest of the enemy team, no big deal.
Not a big deal at all. And, I mean, they do have the Gwen and the Yone on the side of Ermine. So late game, with Jinx as well. Let me forget her. So... you know, they do have a lot of capability the later this game goes, but next Chovy's actually going to go ahead and take matters into his own hands right now. Monkey Flip getting real low, but the stain is coming through. Here comes the ultimate bolt. Getting real low. The great, oh my god, thank you, direct to camera. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I love to see that they're getting minions in the top lane. That's so wonderful. All right, well, anyways, neither one of them die there in the bot lane. Both do make it out, but I think Monkey had to use Fate Seal to go ahead and disengage to try to get out of there before Chovy went ahead and really took over. But great job to both. Great engage and great disengage from both sides to make it out of there at least. So can't complain.
Yep, can't complain. The lead is going more and more in favor of...
Oh, Ayaksa. Exploding Cask is going to go ahead and go off. Haku's going to follow up for the first time, I believe, on Ayaksa this game. And she's getting real low. This Conqueror's not going to be able to sustain enough for that, and a huge shutdown on over to Aku. Really big pickup, much needed. And I think that was well placed in getting picked up by Aku there. I mean, Gwen is someone that you do want. And oh wait, I'm so sorry, Monkey Flip getting picked off here in the bot lane as well.
I mean,
TCR said, okay,
doomed.
4 for you. We'll go ahead and take all 4
doomed.
members and take one of you guys. So
He saw 3 members on the other side. Excuse me, and he was just like, all right, it's he could not get out of that one. There was no way. But yeah, this is looking really, really good for the side of TCR. They're making a stand here. They're pushing their leads. I mean, even though that Aku got the shutdown onto Ionxa, that was 1,000 gold shutdown, by the way. So yeah. Aku is gonna look really good, especially being deathless.
yeah, that's really big. I mean, 2-0 and 2. I'd rather have the 7-3 and 4 Irelia still at this point in the game because she's definitely proven to be a lot more effective. But you know, the later this game goes, that meter's going to switch on over into Gwen's favor 100%. So she already has the Gnasher's Tooth. For mythic ability or for mythic item, what does she typically go? Everfrost in this situation, or how would you want her to itemize?
It's typically the Riftmaker. Riftmaker
Oh,
would be the
Riftmaker.
ideal.
Okay, for the Omnivamp,
item.
obviously.
Yep, for the Omnivamp, just the ability to sustain and do good damage, and yeah, that'll be the pick. But it's curious because we see that Aku has a Bramble Vest and a Blasting Wand in the inventory, so I'm not really sure where Aku wants to go with the build so far. Oh, just
Yep.
now picked up a full... Wow, that was a lot of gold Aku must have had to pick up.
Really made a difference.
That really made a difference. So now Aku can pretty much, you know, 1v1 a couple of these characters on the other side.
That is true. I mean, still a lot of sustain coming in from Ionxa. Has the Immortal Shield Bow, has the Blade of the Ruined King, so a lot of stuff coming from there. Sejuani also picking up a Bramble Vest, so she's definitely going to be stopping a lot of the healing aspect from Gwen, so that Omnivamp a little bit less effective. And it looks like Team Cosmic Remix actually was just pushing to get the Baron here as quickly as possible. They have the damage in regards to DPS, I believe through Irelia, at least, because Jin's just too damn slow with it. And yeah, they're going to go ahead and pick that up. Current Call's going to go ahead and drop, but the Braum Shield's going to go ahead and protect them all. Okay, misses the 4th shot, unfortunately. Next, Chovy trying to get a showstopper, possibly. Yep, does pull in Monkey Madness. Does not get the ultimate off, unfortunately. Exploding Cascade's going to do a nice disengage. And they're just going to go ahead and probably just take their Baron buff and siege down mid lane.
I
like a good siege.
I actually don't think the showstopper was the play there, right? Because
no.
You're sending Monkey Madness, who is a support, into what? I mean, he's going to be separated from his team next Chovy is, so there's no real point using it there. Might as well play it safe, pick up this dragon, push out the waves, you know, utilize Baron as much as possible instead of risking deaths with that Baron.
I mean, I think maybe to catch him off guard, but no, you're right. In that situation, Showstopper's going to go ahead and be used right now. Next, Chovy's going to get chunked very quickly. Monkey Flip's going to go ahead and pick up that kill Fate Seal just in case.
I guess it doesn't matter anyways. I guess it doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, I would have rather fought with my teammates while we had the Baron buff along with the minion advantage, so I thought he was going to at least pop it off. Yeah, you're diving, but you're also taking their tankiest member with you during that ultimate. So he could have capitalized on it a lot more than that.
I mean,
but
the interesting thing is that he has a hull breaker, right? And that means you want to split push. But the problem is he doesn't have the tanky stats quite yet. Right, he has barely any magic resist. He has barely any armor. So like the 2v1 is just not gonna happen because these characters are scaling. They're getting their items. You know, we already see Monkey Flip with the shield bow and the grievous wounds. So it's really rough to be in a 2v1 situation. As said, and I mean, it looks like he's going Titanic. Once he finishes that, he might have a chance. But oh, okay. Oh!
Floating Cascade's going to go ahead and catch Momo from jumping over the wall there. They're going to go ahead and try and fight this. Very nice ultimate from Braum. Anya forced to pass into the backline. Shima's going to go ahead and take down Momo. Very nice. Monkey Flip. Focus on Anya. It's shut down now. Second kill on over to Shima. Ponyboy running for his life, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it out of here. Does flash over the wall, takes the blasting cone, and does make it out, actually. Wow, great job. Aku maybe goes for the hunt, but no, I don't think he should chase this down. But great job. 2 very much needed kills going on over to Shima. And just taking down 2 members along with Baron. Chovy doesn't have Baron any longer, but still, like you mentioned, has the hull breaker and that split pushing capability. He's always going to be a menace. But Jinx is going to match that with the tier 1 bot lane tower of her own. So she tries to get as much gold as she can while she has that little bit of advantage as well. Monkey Flip, though, taking a full showstopper. I'm sorry, not showstopper. Hullbreaker right to the face. It is not called Hullbreaker either. I just blanked on the laser punch. It sets laser punch, everybody. You know exactly
laser
what I mean.
punch. Ah, yes, the classic laser punch. Facebreaker, I believe, is
Facebreaker,
is
something.
Facebreaker.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Facebreaker is his E, which is the pull in.
Okay.
Then it's Haymaker is
Haymaker. That's what
Haymaker
it was.
is the the shield, do big damage, woo woo. And yeah, so at this point of the game, like, there was an upset, right? Like we had the entire team of Ermines kind of come back, got a few shutdowns, but they're still behind, and it's gonna be rough. They did pick up an Infernal Dragon at the beginning of the game, but now TCR are on Soul Point, and I feel like the scaling coming out from Ermines isn't going to be enough. I mean, we have a 3-item Iongsa, who is very, very scary. We have the Jhin, like I said earlier, who's doing really well right now. They're being pushed in the base. The only way is if they could set that same type of team play up in that previous fight. If Ermines can do that, they'll definitely take the game. And they have to deal with Chovy, too, which is the hard part.
That is true. I mean, always having to worry about that pressure happening from all sides, but it doesn't matter. Momo's going to do a really nice engage here on Aku. Aku gets really low. He's still going to go ahead and go from Monkey Flip here, but he is going to go back to his original body. Very nice from the side of Ermines right now, kiting out. Monkey Flip does take down Ponyboy. It's one of guys who's going to go ahead and take out Anya. After he's going to pick him up. Very nice. The Bronze Axe are going to go ahead and land. And the Showstopper is going to go to the backline, but doesn't matter. Double kill and over to Monkey Flip in a 3-for-0 fight on over to Ermines. As you were just saying, there isn't a whole lot. They said, Wookie, hold my beer. I beg to differ.
I did say if they set it up the same way, and look at that. They did. They were able to capitalize on TCR overstepping. And Bubba just, yeah, Shiba is a beast right now. And separating 6 Anya in that fight was crucial. Aethne had a very good explosive cast. He actually got 6 Anya to be caught out of position with that cast. And
insane! You give them an inch, they take a mile. Look at them.
Yep, exactly. That is the way to play this game, and it's being very well played by Ermines. They were so behind just a minute ago, and now they've almost caught up with the gold lead that TCR have. TCR kind of falling apart here. They overstepped, and yeah, like you said, you give Ermines an inch, they are taking it, and they're taking it again.
Oh yeah, the Aku I think might be getting a little bit too happy. Curtain Call's gonna drop from the back line. Iatsu getting super low. The button stacks of top in, and a nice pick off. Shima is gonna go in and pick off Chovy as well. The double kill. Here it comes. Keep sending them in one by one. That's exactly how we like it here. From Team Ermines. They're going to pick up that Ocean Drake and probably run right across the map on over to that Baron. Now, there is 3 members left from the side of TCR, so they might be able to do something about it. Sejuani is still around. She still does have Smite available as well, but no Glacial Prison at all. Current Call is up, or is not up, and Momo does have Ultimate available, but what can he do?
Yeah, there's not much they could do. They could try to go for the steal. It's risky, but it is it is something they might have to do, because this might be the end right after this. They have the inhibitor down, and they have to do something. Nope, that's not gonna do it.
Nope. Great job from Athene keeping Ponyboy out on the fritz. Now she's on the run from her life right now. Let's see if they're able to do it. These slows do come through, but they don't want to get jebaited either. They just got a free Baron. Ponyboy looking real low. Now Momo and Anya are going to go ahead and make their way. Aku running on the fritz, but still has a lot available plus Baron. Hex Flash is going to go off. Momo's on the hunt, but Momo's not picking up nothing. Great job.
Yeah, and
Great
now
job
with
from the side
that
of
Baron,
Ermines.
Ermines have crept over. The gold lead is now on their side. They are coming back. And, I mean, we have a deathless Aku with 10 assists. It's crazy, because he hasn't really been all that impactful, right? And I thought that, the coordination coming out from TCR would have sealed the deal this game, a little bit earlier on, but it just seems like they're kind of falling apart in these plays. They're not... See, the thing is that I put my points into Ermines because of this amazing team fight potential
Right.
that they
It
have.
seems
Like,
to be
you
playing
just
off.
fate sealed into Monkey Madness, the knock up. It's just so brutal. And then Athene kind of separating where he needs to, separating the enemy team where he needs to is so crucial. And he's doing a very good job on the Gragas this game. Already has 3 items in. He's looking good this time rather than what happened in game 1. But it's still not over.
No.
There's still
Not
good
by a long shot.
Still good scalers on the side of TCR, but they just gotta pull it together. And we see Ayangsa now being the one to split push, which I like this. I think Ayangsa is the sole member of their team who's doing the most damage.
Oh, here we go. We have a nice engage though coming in from Monkey Flip and Athene here. Shima's doing what she can with the rockets into the backline here. Very nice. That's 2 members down. Jinx is going to go and pick the double kill. Very nice from Shima. The rocket. Super Ultra Mega Rocket is going to pick up her triple. Right now the exploding casket is going to take Anya off the path to go back, but it doesn't matter. Oh my god, Shima's going to go and Gale Force forward. Is the damage going to be enough? Quadra kill. And we have Ayaksu trying to do whatever she can, but no, she's going to be too late to make it back. And that is going to be it. Ermines takes it 2-0 over Team Cosmic Remix. That is not the ending that I thought was going to happen, but that was a very super exciting ending. Great series overall from Ermines from beginning to end here. The Wombos from game number 1, along with the great synergy from game number 2 there. I mean, absolutely outstanding playing overall from Ermines this week. 100%.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I feel like there was a little bit of a miscommunication or misplay because in the end for Team Cosmic Remix, they had Angsa go in the top lane, and I'm thinking, well, that means that Team Cosmic Remix need to play a little safe so that Angsa can go forward in the lane a little bit and at least get the tower, but they just stepped up, and like you said, you give Ermines an inch and they will take it all, and that is exactly what happened. But yeah, who do you think is the MVP of tonight? I'm gonna give out those points while you think on that.
I mean, it's gonna be a very quick answer from me. I'm going with Aku. I mean, Monkey Flip did a fantastic job following up with Aku on everything in game number 1. But then going deathless in game number 2, 14 kill participation out of 20. That's what, like 60%? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely, no, I'm sorry, like 70%. I don't know. It's a high number. It's something ridiculously good, and I could not be any prouder of Aku for the gameplay. That's exactly what you want from a jungle. That's what I wish every single jungle that I had in draft and solo queue was like, because then, I'd be in Challenger easy. But that's my opinion. How about you?
This is a hard one, right? Because for me, I was looking at Shima. Shima did a great job both games. Monkey Madness also did a terrific job both games. Aku, same thing. Athene, even Athene, who I think had to really, really get brutalized in the top side both games, did a great job during the later stages of both of those games.
Right.
But I think, man, it's hard. I think for me, it's between Aku and Shima.
Shima did great.
Oh, man.
Both games as well. Both pulling out the Jinx. I mean, Monkey Madness and Shima, I like the roams coming in from Momo. And Monkey Madness did have a little bit of presence amongst the map as well. But Shima just following up with the rockets, just playing super, super aggressive. Anya trying to do what he can on the Jhin, but just still was not able to outplay it at the very end, though. Like, the DPS coming in from Jinx was just too high in the end.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to choose, but I think I might actually go with Shima on this one. Because, I mean...
Really?
Here's the thing. It works so well with Monkey Madness, and then on top of that, secured a lead game 1 and went with it, right? Secured a lead in game 2, went with it. They were behind a little bit. But they relied on the Jinx. Like I said, remember I said this. They're going to rely on the Jinx if Yone fails. Which,
is true.
Not saying that he failed, but it was really rough, right, during the earlier stages. But I think, once Shima got the Gale Force, the IE, the Runance, and the LDR, it was just, if you can't get onto Shima, he will carry. So.
Oh, 100%. And please go ahead, let us know your opinions, who you think deserves MVP. We have our poll up currently right now, so go in there, drop your vote. who do you think deserves to be MVP of this series overall? Once again, Team Ermines takes the victory 2-0 over Team Cosmic Remix. And it is between Athene in the top lane, Aku in the jungle, Monkey Flip in the mid lane, Shima as ADC, and Monkey Madness 2 on support. So please drop your opinions. We are very curious to see. And you can have more than one MVP, by the way. If people tie, there's two
If
MVP.
people tie, my tie would be Aku and Shima for sure.
And Shima, yeah. I mean, Aku and Monkey Flip as well. Like Monkey,
they all did
a
well,
fantastic.
man.
They
did.
It's
well.
so hard. It's so hard. My two would be Aku and Monkey. I think the synergy between those two was just absolutely phenomenal. If I had to pick a different two, it'd be Shima and Monkey Madness, not Monkey Flip.
Okay.
As my Wombo combo duo MVP.
That's fair. But yeah, go ahead and vote. It looks like Monkey Madness is actually taking the lead right now at 5 votes.
Let's go! All right. I think everybody on Team Ermines is like, we're voting for Monkey Madness. Go ahead.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, 13 assists in game number 2 here. I don't remember the results for game number 1, but look at that, Monkey Madness pulling it out at the very end. Great job. Hey, I'll let them know when they get in here, but I love me a good Braum. Like, by far one of the best supports of all time, along with Tarek, of course. Best Tarek NA. Shout out, Grand Theft Auditor.
But yeah, in Monkey Madness, we're wanted to do an interview, so I reached out to him, make sure he's ready. But we'll get him in here soon. And I mean, well deserved. Like, played a great series. I think on both the Braum and just Braum actually. He played both games.
Yeah, he only played Braum.
And I mean, I haven't seen a good Braum lately, so that was some good stuff. Yeah, we are waiting on confirmation. I feel like I can just pull him.
Yeah, just pull them in here. We don't give them the courtesy of being
of course not
prepared for an interview. Who does that?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing very well. Congratulations on being tonight's MVP. I mean, how do you feel, Braum? Getting the passives off. Great shielding, by the way. I mean, just like walk us through it. Like getting the passives off, and then what? I'm just kidding. I love Braum. He's my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, they just picked aggressive supports, and Braum is just always good into aggressive supports. He's also my pocket pick, 700k points on him. But
okay.
I just look to keep the 80 carry, keep our hyper carry alive, That's about it.
No, that's true. You did a great job, Shima. I mean, 9, 3, and 5 overall. And I mean, just tell me a little bit about just the situation while you guys are in comms. Last 2 weeks don't go too well. You're 0-2 in terms of standings overall. You're looking at 5th place, getting into a 6-week tournament overall, going into week number 3 as 5th place has to be a little bit nerve-wracking, but you guys buckled down and you plowed through both of these games. Like, first 2 weeks didn't even exist. I mean, what was the mental going into this week?
Week 2 was a little rough. It was mainly because we didn't have many practices due to schedules and stuff, but we just got together, did some in-houses, did some scrims. And I think we have a pretty strong mental as a team, especially Athene top lane. It's a very strong mental player. So
yeah, took a little bit of a beating that game. Had to play losers lane both games, unfortunately.
But I think
they did great.
I think that speaks to how well coordinated you guys are, because you stick Athene on Gragas both games, and you played Braum both games. It's like you had good roams. I think there was several roams that was like, I like this. Coming from both sides, actually. Even Momo, you didn't quite maybe match the roams, but you did roam as well, just as much as Momo, even more. So I think that was a good look on you guys. But tell me how you kind of did you expect the same amount of tracking that you had to do on Momo as any other member on their team?
Let's see. Who is Momo?
That was their support.
Yeah.
Their support?
Yeah. Known for roaming out the wazoo.
Right,
that was the Pike last week, the Nautilus. You tried to match it a little bit, but I mean, Momo's just notorious for it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't look to roam a ton on Braum. We mainly just protect our 80 carry. We usually look to do it on first Rift Herald, maybe, if we can contest, or if we don't have a stronger top side. But I don't think we're too worried. We don't mind giving objectives if we can't contest them, and we'll just try to take plate spot and let the support roam. So
That's smart. It's
That's
like, all right, you do you. We'll stay down here and just keep on barreling over your ADC. That's fine.
That's exactly what you guys did. I mean, Shima, props to Shima and you as well. Like, getting the level 2 first and being the aggressors in that lane, both games, was really good luck. It set up so much for your team.
Oh yeah, and game number 2, you guys hit all of your skill shots that time, so it definitely helped a little bit more. Game number 1, it was like missed the W unfortunately, and then missed the Braum Q, and it was just
it's
like,
a little unfortunate.
it's like, oh, they hit the power spike, but that's okay. They'll figure it out later. But no, great job though. Great game. Coming back 2-0 victory over Cosmic Research. I keep saying that. Team Cosmic Remix. Damn you, Alan. And I'm very proud of you guys. You guys definitely moved up into the standings here. 2-0 puts you in 5 points right now. So you guys made it,
I think so.
straight into the playoff regions at least. So great job on that account. And you are above Cosmic Research, who is still currently at 4. So great job. You moved ahead of them in placements.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think what is the next team you're looking forward to face? You've faced 3 so far, and I think that you have 2 more maybe. I think 2 more to face.
Yep.
Which team
Showing
are you looking forward to?
expectations is next week, and then Calm Legends the week after
Legends.
are the last 2.
Not even gonna lie, I don't really look at the teams that we're gonna face. It's mostly our AD carry and jungle scouting. But
Okay.
I love the honesty.
Yeah, I love the honesty.
I just show up. I just work here. I don't know. It's cool. That's great.
That's great. All right. Well, congratulations on the MVP for the night. I was definitely, expecting a lot from you guys. We haven't streamed you before, so this was a good showing for you guys.
Absolutely. Yes, very well deserved on you guys.
Little rigged. I think Shimmer Aku definitely deserved it, but happy to be here. My
Did
team's
your whole
trolling me.
team vote for you? Is that what happened? Your whole team voted for you?
I'm pretty
at the end?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they don't happen at the very end.
That happens a
It's
lot.
like-
That happens a lot, Gap. You'll be
Seriously.
tossed here for no apparent reason. Like, oh, I did the worst on my team. Nope, just send him to be MVP because for the people who voted for you, it's like, oh, okay.
Never mind.
Yep.
But
all
great
right,
job
well,
again. But yes, congratulations to you and your team overall. Tonight's victory, Ermines 2-0 over Team Cosmic Remix. I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow as well, Wookie. Do we have a game set up for tomorrow 100%? Or should we just go over that right now and see what we got for tomorrow for these wonderful people?
we do have several games set up. A little bit of an update on the PCL. I think some of the scheduling was for 8 p.m., so we have a choice. We have a few choices, but it is up to you on which ones we're going to take. I think the one that I was rooting for was the... Oh gosh, what was it? There was one on Thursday. We got to find
Wasn't
the
it?
channel.
Wasn't it University of Montreal?
It was EBK
Oh, no.
versus Donkey Punch. Remember?
That's
the one.
right.
Yep.
That is right. And that's at 8 p.m. tomorrow. I mean, I'm definitely down with that. We have another one 8 p.m. tomorrow as well. Relinquished Renegades versus Montreal, University of Montreal. So, and then at 9 o'clock we have Rogue Upsets versus Shrimp Gang. So a lot of games happening tomorrow, and I'm very excited to have them all on Thursday. So you guys are awesome.
Yeah, I definitely think that we haven't actually seen EBK and Donkey Punch. Yeah, so maybe that one. You want to do that one?
I'm 100% down for that.
Right.
So tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard
8
Time,
Eastern.
EBK versus Donkey Punch. You guys saw it official here right now. Just made that up.
All right. Well, with that, I think that concludes the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. It was a 2-0 shutout for Ermine's favor, and they're looking strong. They might even be able to come back on the top of the standings if they continue to keep it up. But for now, this is Rylionn on my left. Yeah, on my left, and I am Wookie. It has been a pleasure casting for you all. We will see you here tomorrow. Remember, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be EBK versus Donkey Punch. You don't want to miss it. Be there.
Peace.